Coming up on Famous.
I'm never concerned about going too far because I've never seen anybody do that. I've never seen anybody try and be brave and fall over, and I've never thought that wasn't brilliant. It was always amazing to me when I see people just be free.
Angelina Jolie's not afraid to speak her mind on screen or off. But a tough girl image is only a part of her. She's a Hollywood kid with an Oscar-winning dad who's always been determined to make it on her own.
She's a very generous actress to work with. She gives you a lot. She changes all the time.
She's a really great young actress and beautiful and fun to work with.
Finding Angelina Jolie was really a huge breakthrough for us because it really made the whole movie work.
Producer Douglas Wick hired Angelina for her Oscar-winning role in Girl Interrupted. And according to film historian Pete Hammond, that's just the sort of character who appeals to her fans.
Well, I think Angelina Jolie really relates to particularly young women of today. You know, she has tattoos, she's cool, she's dangerous. You know, you never know what she's going to do next. And I think that quality comes off in a lot of her roles, from Gia to Girl Interrupted to Lara Croft, where she's an action hero. And I think a lot of young women can particularly relate to this. And I think that's increased her popularity a lot.
Angelina grew up in the shadow of her famous father, Oscar-winning actor Jon Voight. Early in her career, she joined him at red carpet events.
My daughter, Angelina.
In 1997, they attended the Los Angeles Opera together.
I'm going to love this evening because I'm with my daughter, and we haven't seen an opera together ever. I only saw operas very recently when I was in Prague doing Mission Impossible. So it's a lot of fun, and a theater is a lot of fun for both of us. What do you think, Ange?
I agree. Yeah, no, I've never seen one, so I'm looking forward to it.
She was born Angelina Jolie Voight in Los Angeles on the 4th of June 1975. She was just a year old when her parents separated. As a result, she became close to her brother.
I don't know if it's divorced families or what it is, but he and I were each other's everything, always. And we've been best friends, and he's just, maybe it's just my brother, he's been always my strongest support, and he's just given me so much love and taken care of me, and you know, it just makes life great. He's my friend.
At 11, Angelina attended the Lee Strasberg Theatre Institute in New York. Her first film roles were in her brother's student films at the University of Southern California. When her career started, Angelina dropped her last name. Her parents had given Angelina and her brother James Haven middle names they could use as last names in case they decided to become actors.
She may say it didn't help her career because she's not known as Angelina Voight. She chose her middle name as her last name, so she's Angelina Jolie. And that is done, you know, she says, so she's not trading off her father's name. But don't kid yourself, because the bottom line is he opened some doors for her.
Angelina's first big screen appearance was a bit part in the comedy Looking to Get Out. She was 6, and the film starred and was written by her father.
He certainly helped her out, even to the point of a picture that he made called Looking to Get Out. She did a walk-on in that when she was a child, so she had experience on the set.
When she was old enough to drive, Angelina used money she earned modeling to buy a car to get to auditions. By 1993, she won a major role in this Meatloaf music video. Meanwhile, Jon Voight gave her added visibility. When Angelina turned 20, she landed a feature film, the computer drama Hackers.
And action.
It's rock and roll, and it's sexy, and it's young, and it shows the good side of hacking, fun social side, and lots of different types of young people, and it's quite bizarre just as a piece of art, I think, visually.
Hackers tapped into the growing fascination with the internet. The film's director, Ian Softley, was looking for a tough-looking young actress and was happy to cast the relatively unknown Angelina.
There's something exciting about introducing new characters to an audience. I think that's a very exciting thing to see somebody and get to know somebody for the first time on the screen.
While Hackers failed to make much money, critics liked Angelina and co-star Johnny Lee Miller and their androgynous approach.
I think a lot of the men in the film are dressed androgynous, and I think that's the message in a way. There's a big section of the film that the message is not to judge, and that everybody is male, female, good, bad, you know, so she just falls into that category, I think.
Angelina and Johnny Lee Miller were married shortly after the film. At the wedding, she wore a white shirt with her husband's name written in her own blood. The marriage wouldn't last long. After a year and a half, they were headed for divorce. In the meantime, Angelina stayed busy on screen. In 1996 with the romantic comedy Love Is All There Is, the teenage drama FoxFire, and Mojave Moon co-starring Danny Aiello. None made it to the box office. Angelina also appeared in a Rolling Stones video. She was looking for a high-profile project to boost her career and hoped the independent film Playing God would do the trick. Timothy Hutton and David Duchovny were her co-stars.
Playing God is just fun and a bit crazy, and it's with Tim Hutton and David Duchovny, and it's just a bit sexy and a bit rock and roll, and Dad'll probably love it.
Angelina plays a gangster's girlfriend who becomes involved with his doctor.
We all have a very strong love of that part of us that can be thought of as evil and dark. And then there's a part of us that's very, you know, that stays at home and is okay and is nice and comfortable and loving. But there's a wicked side in everybody, and so I think they represent both extremes of her life, and she loves them in very different ways.
Playing God didn't turn out to be the success she'd hoped for, but her next project would surpass her wildest dreams.